Hello and welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to understand how to extract key insight from customer feedback using AI agent. So as a customer support agent, my objective is that whenever I'm going to receive a new feedback through Google Forms, then automatically OpenAI should generate the key insights from that. And after generating the insights, automatically that should be updated in my Google Sheets as a new row. So now here to automate the entire process, I need to connect my Google Forms with my OpenAI and Google Sheets using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So now here to see the working of this automation and to learn this process step by step, let me all take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. In this video, I'll show you how to use an AI agent to automatically analyze customer feedback and extract key insights like common issues, feature requests, and positive comments. This will save you time and help you make better data-driven decisions. Alright, so as you all know that as someone who collects a lot of customer feedback through forms, emails, or surveys, it becomes really hard to go through every response manually and understand what customers truly feel. So that's where using an AI agent helps me a lot. By automating the process, I can quickly extract key insights like common complaints, feature requests, or positive feedback without spending hours reading each message. This helps me make smarter decisions, improve my product or service, and respond to what my customers actually want faster and more effectively. So here on my screen, you can see my Google form that I've already created with the name customer feedback. And here my objective is, as soon as I'm going to receive a new feedback over here through this Google form, then automatically the details should be captured over here in my Google Sheets, and then automatically these details should be sent to my OpenAI account, and then OpenAI should extract the key insights from that feedback received, and after extracting the key insights, automatically that should be updated over here in my Google Sheets in a new sheet over here. Under these columns, names are named as customer name, feedback type, and analysis generated by AI. Alright, so now here I've already built an automation where I've connected my Google Forms with my OpenAI account and Google Sheets using an automation software. And now firstly, in this video, we are going to see the working of this amazing automation by simply making a form submission. So this is my Google form, and here I've already filled the all details such as name, email, feedback type, subject, and feedback. And now here, after adding all these details, I'm going to click on the submit. And here you can see we have successfully made a form submission over here. So let's go and check our Google Sheets. And here you can see we have received successfully a new detail over here where we have received the customer name, feedback type, and analysis generated by OpenAI. Alright, so with this, we have successfully seen the working of this amazing automation. And now here in this video, we are going to learn step by step that how you can build this automation by simply connecting your Google Forms with your OpenAI account and Google Sheets using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So here to access the Pabbly Connect, you have to search for pabbly.com/connect in your browsers, and it will take you to the homepage of Pabbly Connect. So here you can see two options that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get free 100 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps went away. You can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, here I'm going to click on this create workflow button given on the top right corner. Now here in this create workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So here I'm going to give the name as extract key insights from customer feedback using AI agent. And now you have to giving a name to my workflow. It is asking me to select the folder. So in the left side corner of this dashboard, you can see a folder section under which you can see the multiple folders that I've already created with different names to save my workflows accordingly. So in this particular case, I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select the folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, you have to click on this learn more hyperlink given over here, and it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. Alright, so now let's move back to our Pabbly's dashboard, and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here on my screen you can see the two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So here I'm going to select my trigger application as Google Forms, as I'm receiving new form submissions through Google Forms. So Google Forms is a free tool that lets you create online surveys and forms quickly and easily. So in my Google Forms trigger step, I'm going to select my trigger event as new response received, so that whenever we're going to receive new response for Google Forms, then automatically and instantly Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response, or you can say automatically this entire workflow is going to get triggered. Alright, so now you have to selecting my trigger event. You can see I've received a webhook URL. That means here I'm going to use this webhook URL to connect my Google Forms with Pabbly Connect. So following the instructions given below, firstly I'm going to copy the webhook URL, and here I've already logged in my Google Forms account. So this is the form that I've already created over here with the name customer feedback, and these are the fields that I've added over here, such as name, email, feedback type, subject and feedback. So now here what I'm going to do is that I'm going to connect this Google form with a Google Sheet, so that whenever I'm going to receive a new response over here through this Google form, then automatically the response captured should be saved in an organized format in my Google Sheet first. So here to build this connection, what we are going to do is that we are going to click on this responses, and from here we are going to click on this link to sheets button given over here, and then we are going to create a new spreadsheet for the same. And here you can see we have successfully created a new spreadsheet over here where we have received all the fields that we have added over here in our Google Forms. Alright, so now after building this connection, we are going to test this connection by simply making a form submission over here. So I'm going to copy the responder link, and then I'm going to open it in a new tab. And now here I'm going to enter some dummy details to make a form submission. So let me add the details. Alright, so here I've successfully added all the details, and then I'm going to click on this submit. And it says thank you so much for giving us the feedback. So that means we have successfully made a form submission over here. So let's go and check our Google Sheets, and here you can see we have successfully captured the response over here of our Google form. Alright, so now after capturing the response, what we are going to do is that we are going to connect this Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect in order to capture the response in Pabbly Connect. So here to build this connection, you need to install an add-on on your Google Sheet account first, and for that you need to click on this extensions, and from here you need to select add-ons. Now here in this add-ons you need to select get add-ons. Then here in this Google Workspace Marketplace, you have to search for an add-on that is Pabbly Connect Webhooks. And then you need to install this particular add-on on your Google Sheets account in order to connect your Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So here you can see it is already installed in my Google Sheets account. So I'm going to move back. And once you're going to install this particular add-on, then you need to follow exactly the same steps. Alright, so now you have to installing this particular add-on, you need to refresh your Google Sheets, and that's a necessary step. Alright, so now you have to refreshing the Google Sheets, you need to click on this extensions, and from here you will be able to see the option of Pabbly Connect Webhook. So from here you need to click on this initial setup. Now here in this initial setup, you can see it is asking me to enter the webhook URL and the trigger column. So for the webhook URL, I'm going to enter the webhook URL that I've received in my Pabbly's workflow, and then here is asking me to enter the trigger column. So it says the trigger column will be a final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. So here you can see in my Google Sheet, my last data column is column F, where I'm receiving the data. So I'm going to enter my trigger column as column F, and then I'm going to click on this submit, and it says setup configured successfully. That means we have successfully set up a webhook inside our Google Sheets, and we have successfully connected our Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. Alright, so now you have to building this connection. We are going to test this connection by clicking on the send test button given over here, and it says test data sent successfully. That means we have successfully sent the first row data of our Google Sheets to our Pabbly's workflow. That means to our webhook URL. So let's go and check it. But here, before moving back to our Pabbly's workflow, you need to perform another very important step to completely connect your Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So for that you need to click on this extensions, and from here you need to select Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and now from here you need to turn on this send on event. So by turning it on, automatically whenever you're going to receive new detail over here in our Google Sheets, then instantly Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. Alright, so now let's go and check it, and here you can see we have received the tick in front of the send on event. That means we have successfully turned it on. Alright, so now let's move back to our Pabbly's workflow, and here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the entire details over here for our Google form. Alright, so with this we have successfully set up our trigger over here. So once we have received new feedback through our Google form, then automatically I want to provide this feedback to OpenAI to extract the key insights from that feedback. So for that I need to connect my OpenAI account with Pabbly Connect in this action step given over here. So here I'm going to select my action application as OpenAI. So OpenAI is a company that develops advanced AI tools and models like ChatGPT. People use OpenAI to create content, write code, answer questions, and even generate creative ideas So in my open action step, I'm going to select my action event as ChatGPT, so that by using this particular model, OpenAI should extract the key insights from the customer feedback received over here. Alright, so now here to connect my open account with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your OpenAI account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection is asking me to enter the API token. So following the instructions given below, here I've already logged in my OpenAI account, and from here I'm going to access the API keys given in the left side bar. And here in the API keys, you can see all the existing keys over here. So I'm going to generate a new key by clicking on this create new secret key, and here I'm going to give the name to my key as key insights, and then I'm going to select my project as default project, and then I'm going to create the secret key. So this is the API key generated, so I'm going to copy it, moving back to Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to paste the API token. Now here after entering the API token, I'm going to click on the save, and here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then it is asking me to select the AI model. So by clicking on this drop down menu, you can see all the existing models over here. So in this particular case, I'm going to select the AI model as GPT-4o mini. You can select the model as per your need. And now here after selecting the AI model, it is asking me to enter the prompt. So in this prompt field, I need to enter the relevant prompt that I want to give to AI to extract the proper key insights from the customer feedback received. So let me add the relevant prompt. Alright, so here I've successfully added a prompt where I've added some instructions for the AI and the details as feedback type, subject, and the detailed feedback message. So now here, instead of entering these details manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response that I've received in my trigger step or my previous action steps. Mapping makes our text dynamic so that when you're going to receive new response through our Google Forms, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So here for the feedback type, I'm going to map the feedback type received. Here for the subject, I'm going to map the feedback subject, and here lastly I'm going to map the feedback message. And now after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received a message content generated where we have received the key insights extracted by OpenAI from the feedback. So with this, we have successfully set up this action step as well. So now here after extracting the key insights, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to add all these details in my Google Sheets in a new sheet. So for that, I'm going to add a sheet over here, and then here I'm going to add the fields as customer name, feedback type, and insights. And here you can see the sheet name that I have renamed over here with the name insights. So now I'm going to add all these details over here in my Google Sheets. So for that, I'm going to add another action step over here, and here in this action step, I'm going to select my action application as Google Sheets. So Google Sheets is a free web-based spreadsheet program that allows you to create, edit, and share spreadsheets online. So in my Google Sheets action step, I'm going to select my action event as add a new row, so that after generating the key insights, automatically that should be added over here as a new row in my Google Sheets. Alright, so now here to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Google Sheets account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on the sign in with Google. Here I'm going to select my desired account, and then I'm going to click on this allow and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. Authorization successful. So here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here is asking me to select the spreadsheet. So I've already shown you that I have my spreadsheet with the name customer feedback responses. So I'm going to select that spreadsheet, and then here is asking me to select the sheet. So I've already shown you that I have my sheet with the name insights over here. So I'm going to select the sheet as insights, and now here after selecting the sheet is asking me to enter the customer name, feedback type, and insights. So basically these are the fields that I've added over here in my Google Sheets. So now again, instead of entering these details manually, here I'm going to map the data. So here for the customer name, I'm going to map the customer name from the response that I received in my Google Forms. Here for the feedback type, I'm going to map the feedback type. And lastly, I'm going to map the insights generated by OpenAI. And now here after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully added a new detail over here in our Google Sheets. So let's go and check it. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the customer name, feedback type, and the insights generated by OpenAI. Alright, so with this, we have successfully set up our entire automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have selected a trigger as Google Forms and our action as OpenAI and Google Sheets. So that when you're going to receive new feedback through our Google Forms, then automatically that is going to be shared with OpenAI, and then OpenAI is going to extract the key insights from that feedback. And here after generating the key insights, automatically all the details are going to be added over here in our Google Sheets as the new row. Alright, so these were the steps to how to extract key insights from customer feedback using AI agent. I hope these steps were clear to you. Now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, then you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, then you can write it at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit www.pabbly.com. Now if you liked the video, then please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.